more troubles with our broadcast, but we are back. We switched laptops. We got a new graphic. We did all this because we want to get you guys all the content we can for the Cherry and White Temple game. It's a Johnny Shepard in the game right now for the Cherry. He's with the ones. I can tell it's the ones because it's a consistent offensive line that's been out there.
We did miss a Cohen Logan touchdown in the red zone from Jackson Smolik.
But we're back with you guys.
Glad we got to get David Martin Robinson on.
That was fantastic,
and I'm glad the stream stayed up for it.
I think that was divine intervention for sure. As Shepard drops back, he finds a man, Demonte Green. He is overthrown. He had a nice, I would call it a corner route out
little
to the near side.
Back shoulder slot fade is what it looked like to me from that slot position. Played well defensively. And just a little bit thrown, just a little bit out of bounds here.
Going quick, near side, Demonte Green in the slot right of Cush. Shepard drops back, looks downfield. He's going Demonte Green. Demonte Green with a diving try for the catch, and he can't quite get it. He had to stretch his body. He got two hands on it, but couldn't survive the ground. That would have been a fantastic play. Just
it would have been
a little slightly overthrown.
I was just gonna say, I think it was a great throw from Johnny Shepard. He had a tight window he had to fit it into, and he threw it to lead his receiver down the sideline. Unfortunately, Green was unable to come up with the catch, but I'm not upset with that from Johnny Shepard. I kind of liked what I saw there compared to the first few drives from him.
Yeah, it was a nice shot. It definitely was a nice shot, and wide open was Green there. Took advantage of the coverage, find an empty spot as
he had that one open, but I would like to see Johnny Shepard kind of explore more options across the field as well in terms of him in the pocket as a quarterback. I feel like it's what I've seen so far, it's been one option, and then he's looking to move, which, you know, sometimes is okay, and there's often pressure from that defensive line.
To me, it kind of looks like the offense is a little bit set up for Smolik. And Johnny's kind of playing in for Smolik's offense. As we saw last season, the offense was kind of set up for a little bit of both. There were almost two offenses for Giovanni McCoy and Evan Simon. So I think we're seeing a little bit more of an organized squad right now, a little put together. As it's Atten, one of the only single digits on the team, just two single digits at the moment, Colin Chase, and it's Dante Atten. Number 7, number 1, Colin Chase. And there's a flag as the ball is up and away. JoJo in the backfield calls the fair catch at the 35. We're going to wait for the flag.
False start is what the call is going to be.
Sorry for the wind, y'all. We can't avoid it.
It's a beautiful day.
It's so nice out.
Happy to be up here, but it would have been a false start there on the offense. They didn't give a specific number there, but it's going to be declined. And Jackson Smolik will bring his offense out from about the 42-yard line, I want to say.
Yeah, so we started out seeing a lot of JoJo, Jace Freeman, and Demonte Green. And now we're kind of seeing a little bit of a switch up, a little bit of just a little moving things around as I try to move my spotting boards around in this wind.
I mean, that's what happens in the spring game. You want to get as many guys in as you can.
And that's perfect, because the more different guys work with each other, they're going to eventually be on the field together, especially at the wide receiver position where you rotate a lot. When you have so many good options out here. As you have a bit of a jumbo package here for Temple, they bring out a 6th offensive lineman out there on next to their man, and it is going to be, sorry, it's just Joey Schaffler out there. It's going to be a handoff inside to Carlos Young, spins off a tackle, and he fights for a couple more. He's going to get about 4 on this play before it's a gang tackle. The bunch of white jerseys surrounding him.
Yeah, that first team defense, a name again that's in there for the stop there is Josiah Jackson. He's been all over the field so far today from what I've seen.
Josiah Jackson coming from community college out in Ohio. The transfer. Schaffler in motion. It's going to be a handoff. It's going up, and he's cutting through for a first down. It's to Carlos Young still. He fights for that first down, and he earns it.
Yeah, great from Smolik to handle a little bit of a high snap there from Maines, but Smolik was able to handle it, hand it off to DeCarlos Young, and DeCarlos Young able to pick up the first down, heading through that left side of the offensive line for the Owls.
And now it's Smolik running with this more so second team offense. On the far side, it is Ozuma. Handoff, fake, Scheffler, drop down. He's going to get a few yards before he's tackled from behind. It's the man Reggie Jones. Reggie Jones is getting a lot of work. I've seen a lot of work from him so far in practice. You might know him on social media, but you will now know him on the field for Temple.
Great play action play call there as they go quick now.
Smolik fumbling. He's just going to toss this one away in the direction of his big receiver from North Carolina, Kennedy Uzoma. He is a redshirt freshman, and he is more built than anyone I've seen on a football field.
Not saying a lot. There's a lot of built football players. But Smolik there felt the pressure, knew he had to get rid of it, didn't try to do too much. I know it was a throwaway, but sometimes a throwaway is the best play rather than trying to do too much and turning the ball over, something that we see a lot with young quarterbacks.
Yeah, sometimes you see a young quarterback kind of fumble around, try to wait for something to happen, and then a mistake happens. You get yourself in trouble, you fumble, you throw a costly interception. Motioning is Scheffler. Right to left, Smolik takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to throw it down. It's Baptiste. He gets it for the first down. He spins around, and he gets down to the 30-yard line. Nice play there. Call it about 20 yards, about 18 yards on the play. Smolik finding his man and letting him do the rest.
Yeah, just a simple comeback route from Baptiste, I believe that was. Yeah, Xander Baptiste. Just like that, Smolik has this second team moving.
And you'd like to see that. And it's going to be a handoff now. DeCarlos Young bounces it to the outside, cuts up. After a contact, he gains about 2 yards. We're going to call it about a 6 or 7 yard gain here on the play.
Went from 2 yards to 6 or 7 yards. I'm just messing with you.
What are you talking about? What?
It's a spring game for them, but it's also the spring game for us.
Yeah, I haven't called football since ECU. Whenever the ECU game was. Me and Pat Dallahan.
I was hoping I was going to get to call a bowl game.
Right, right.
Maybe next year.
You got to call a conference tournament game.
I did get to do that. I did. Very grateful for that.
Smolik ready to take the snap. Motion man going left to right. It's going to be a fake handoff, and it's a ditch down. Baptiste, he gets the first down, and he's speeding down the sideline. Fantastic play call, and he tumbles his way into the end zone, touches the pylon. It's going to be a touchdown for Xander Baptiste.
This is the creativity that I love to see from offensive coordinator Tyler Walker. Had a triple option, essentially. Could have handed it off. Smolik decided to keep it, threatened to run. He had DeCarlos Young to his left, was able to dump it off to DeCarlos Young quickly when the defense drew in on him, and DeCarlos Young did the rest and finished for a tough touchdown on the far pylon. And Smolik, so far from what we've seen, has had this offense looking great.
And now you can't just do that with any quarterback. It takes someone with some skill to be able to commit to these games or these plays where you have so many options. You need to be able to facilitate. You need to be able to assess your options very, very quickly. And Smolik did a pretty good job of that right there.
Baptiste who cut the touchdown, right? Now,
correct.
I said DeCarlos Young. I do apologize about that.
Oh, come on. It's spring training for us, too. It's okay. Spring training football style. As the train passes by Regional Rail of SEPTA.
That's making known they were peeping in on the spring game.
It's a little ambiance of North Philadelphia. You gotta love it here. As it's a Johnny Shepard coming back into the game, your receivers consist of Jace Freeman, DeMonte Green in the slot.
Yeah,
you got 2 tight ends here in the game.
I'm looking for a good drive here from Shepard here.
Hunter Smith, handoff fake, down low is DeMonte Green. He's going to get some yards after the catch. He's going to gain 9 before he goes out of bounds. They're going to call it 10 yards. They're going to move those chains.
And we'll see if they go quick. I feel like they've gone a lot quicker with Smolik at quarterback than they have so far with Shepard. But now starting to get things going here.
Chase Freeman, motion man. Hunter Smith takes the carry. He's going to bounce it up. He gets swallowed back at the line of scrimmage, pushed back, but he got forward progress. Not much push from the offensive line. Not really anywhere to go for the grad student in Hunter Smith.
Yeah, they tried to go to the right side there with Jackson Pruitt, but unable to. It was just swarmed up immediately there by Davier Bishop on the right side of the line.
Grayson Maines, the head of the offensive line, with the ball on his hand, and he's ready to give it to Johnny Shepard, motioning Hunter Smith left to right. Johnny Shepard looks at Smith. He's going to go downfield, and he's got Ryder Cush up the seam, but Ryder Cush with a little bit of a drop there. And if you go back to the Oklahoma game, early on in the game, there was a point. Evan Simon finds Ryder Cush close to the first down marker early on, first possession for the offense, and there was a drop. This was the third game of the season, and you saw that drop there. Could have changed things up in the Oklahoma game. Ryder Cush there with a bit of a drop. He's young. He's a young tight end, but with a lot of upside.
Yeah, that was a great play by Johnny Shepard there. Avoided the defender, stepped up in the pocket and fired a great timing route to Cush, who just didn't seem ready for it at the time. It arrived right to his hands right as he had broken into his route, which is really what you want there. So something that's got to be caught.
3rd and 9, Shepard drops back, finds a man. Ryder Cush catches it this time, and he falls to the ground right about at the line to gain.
They're going to call him short,
They're calling it, call it short. Are we going to see a spring training tush push? It's not banned in the NFL. It's not banned in college. The offense is going to stay out there.
I don't think they're going to do a tush push in a spring game, unfortunately.
You don't like that?
You don't want to get anybody hurt. But how about that from Shepard, going right back to his tight end, Ryder Cush, right after a drop. And Cush could have had a first down there. He just kind of fell just short of it.
Yep. And you can just chalk up, he has confidence in his guys. He's going to go back out there. He's going to give you another shot. So it is Everett and it is Cush at the tight end position. It's going to be a handoff. Hunter Smith, he trucks forward, and he's going to get about a yard, maybe just a few feet, but that's going to be enough for a cherry first down. They're going to move the chains. The Johnny Shepard is going to get another moment. Are they going to take a look at this?
I don't know. A whistle is being blown, so we'll see.
2 minutes here. 2-minute warning. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Dan.
Sorry, is it 2-minute warning?
It is
or is
2-minute
warning.
warning.
Timeout.
2-minute warning.
Timeout, right?
For the first half. 2-minute timeout, 2-minute warning, whatever you want to call it.
Isn't it 2-minute timeout for college? I'm almost positive. Maybe. Should I ask someone? We got a bunch of football players. We got a bunch of football players over here. Should
hopefully
I go ahead and ask?
been able to get some on after halftime. But a great showing here from the crowd here. Had some tailgate, had the street closed off. A lot of tables set up, people coming out. It's always great to see. And the sun is getting brighter and brighter.
It's nice and toasty out here. Maybe I'm going to get a little bit of a tan. Everyone, no one can see me, but everyone should know that I need it.
I've loved what I've seen, though, from this Temple offense as a whole in general. Like, I feel like Smolik has really been able to move the ball really well. And credit to Tyler Walker, because I just can't get over his creativity, like with the offense on with both quarterbacks in, both no matter first team or second team. I love what I'm seeing.
Absolutely. It is some fantastic stuff. Casey Keeler down at about the 26-yard line watching his team. He's very proud of. Johnny Shepard rolls to his right, looks back, looking for Sam Brown. Sam Brown going down the sideline, caught, and he's going to be out of bounds about the 31. In practice the other day, we saw not necessarily a similar play, but a similar wheel route down the left sideline where Sam Brown took a touchdown all the way to a house, about 70, 80 yards. And you see that there for a big play and a big first down. Sam Brown, the transfer for Rutgers.
Yeah, Johnny Shepard rolled out right took his time. He knew where he wanted to go, but it looked off the safety deep and was able to get Sam Brown down the far sideline.
Johnny Shepard looks for Sam Brown again, but he's going to go for a different man. He's going to toss one up, and good coverage there on the outside.
Yeah,
broken up is the play.
Tried to go to the bigger Jace Freeman.
Asa locks things down against Jace Freeman.
Going to use that a lot. The Iowa Western Community College transfer.
Yes, sir. 6 foot against 6'4", and 6 foot wins this one.
Yeah, he's one of the new faces with this secondary.
As you see Eric Stewart out there dancing, jamming to some music on the defensive
I'm really excited
side.
for Eric Stewart this year. I think he's going to take a huge step and be key to this defense.
Absolutely. Great linebackers for Temple right now as Johnny Shepard is going to find his man, Jojo Bermudez. He's going to cut, and it's going to be a two-hand tag. Eric Stewart, just like we talked about, he is going to two-hand tag Jojo Bermudez. Two-hand tag because he's got that gray shirt on at the moment. Quick to the line.
Yeah, still be third down, third and short here for the Owls.
Sam Brown in the backfield to the right of Ajani. Ajani's going to take a moment. What you know about Sam Brown? Tell me a little bit, Max.
Yeah, Sam Brown, like I said, from Philly, went to LaSalle College High School, not too far from here. So a local kid. You know, in terms of football, you normally hear, you know, St. Joe's Prep. You sometimes hear Roman Catholic, but sorry, I let the play go.
And it's the kid, Sam Brown, Philly native. He's going to truck his way. He's going to get the first down. And he, at Rutgers.
Into the red zone.
Into the red zone we go for Johnny Shepard taking his team. He started over a prominent name in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken.
He was behind Kevin Monangai.
Yep.
Who's on the Chicago Bears now. Carved up the Eagles, in case you don't remember that on Black Friday.
I was on a flight back to Philly when that happened. That was a sad, sad day as Sam Brown is going to go left to right, stays at the right of Johnny Shepard. JoJo in the slot, motioning out Sam Brown. Johnny Shepard, he's going to have a draw drawn up for him. He spins around, double spin. Nice footwork, but he's just trying to get some yards.
It's hard to say how a draw goes when you can't tackle the quarterback.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times with those draws, you see, you know, the spin moves, the broken tackles, the everything going on. So you do get a timeout from the offense here with 28 seconds, left until halftime. But really close to the red zone here, and this is key for Shepard. I mean, we haven't really seen any red zone snaps for Shepard yet today, and now he's with that first-team offense. Excited to see if they can punch it in here. And this is where normally, you know, a guy like Peter Clark is heavily involved, or even a guy like Colin Chase, who's not dressed for the game today, often with the motion and the creativity from Tyler Walker. But I'm excited to see what they do here with their Ryder Cush and especially their receiving packages.
Yes. Maybe a little bit of Jace filling that Kajaya role. I think it's going to be
a lot of Jace. We'll see a lot of Jace Freeman, I'm sure.
On the offensive line, Luke Watson at right guard. It's Jackson Pruitt, longtime starter. Grayson Maines from Cumming, Georgia. Shout out Georgia. He's just 20 minutes north of me. Eric King at left guard. Left tackle is there in Jacoby Hills. I don't know why I was blanking. I wanted to say Diego Barajas, but he is graduated. Johnny Shepard steps back, second down, takes a shot at the end zone. Jojo Bermudez is missed just a little bit long.
And he had Jojo Bermudez. If that was put right in the back corner of the end zone, floated a little bit, but he got it out quickly. Obviously not a lot of time left, so you got to be smart with the ball here. But just a little bit misplaced there from Shepard. Now third down again.
It's a short one, and you got the big man in Sam Brown to the right of Johnny Shepard. It's DeMonte Green on the far side. It's Jojo Bermudez next to him, Ryder Cush, and Jace Freeman. Jojo Bermudez is going to be slanting in, and it's a rush right up the middle, third down. It's going to be 3rd and 2, gain of about 6 on the play. Man down for the Whites, holding his knee just a little bit on the defensive end. It's Quante Gillens. He is a transfer from Syracuse, redshirt freshman, 290.
So we'll get a timeout here from Casey Keeler with 3 seconds left and 4th down as they trot down to the other end of the field for the short field goal attempt here from Carl Harden.
Was that a 94 or a 34, man?
So 34.
34. Yeah. Unfortunate. I thought I had that locked up, but a new addition to the D-line is going to be Quante Gillens, someone who was not on the play at the moment, but he is a transfer from Syracuse.
Yeah, that was Brandon Enarase.
Yes, he
redshirt junior.
Burlington, New Jersey.
A lot of New Jersey guys on this defense.
So many.
And that was another thing that was brought up in the media availability after
as our producer, Big Dan,
on Thursday. Dan was there with us.
He's hitting the stepper because he's a New Jersey guy. So every time there's a Jersey shout out, he's going to go crazy.
Yeah, a lot of guys from North Jersey. Dan's from South Jersey, so I don't know if there's a little rivalry there, but.
Right to left, Carl Harden is going to take a field goal from the 20-yard line. Ready, lining up, taking his steps to his left. Dante Atten ready for the hold, waiting for the okay for the snap. Flashes his hand, hold good, kick up and through as the clock hits zeros.
That'll be halftime now. And we've seen Shepherd now 2 drives that ended short with field goals for Carl Harden. Smolik has been able to knock it into the end zone 3 times. So I'm interested to see the adjustments that are made at half or what kind of is talked about, because I want to maybe say that if there wasn't, if time wasn't a factor for that last Johnny Shepherd drive, he might have been able to punch it into the end zone, but still, you always got to factor in the time in the situation.
I say that they'd be able to. I think that they would. That was a nice drive. So we are at halftime, but there's no reason for us to go. I think that we should keep it here. There's so much to talk about. Max, what have you seen so far from the we'll start with the offensive side of the ball. What have you seen so far?
Yeah, I mean, it's been Jackson Smolik, and if anyone came in here questioning, who was kind of in the lead for that QB1 spot come in the fall, I think this is kind of maybe thinking them in the direction of Jackson Smolik. He was the first quarterback out with the first team, and I like what I saw from him. He looked confident. He looked comfortable in the Tyler Walker offense. And Sam Brown, another name. We see him make plays time and time again throughout that, making people miss, using his elusiveness. He did get stopped up here by Adrian Lang, but
he bounced back. He bounced
back. He did what he needed to do, and that's a name that I'm really excited for. We're going from a guy like Jay Ducker, who was a great running back for this team last year.
He kind of had a little bit of issues with the breakaway speed, but we're seeing some fantastic speed from Sam Brown. Now, going back to the quarterbacks, we heard from Casey Keeler that the quarterback situation is going to be kind of filled out a little bit closer than or a little bit sooner than it was than last season. Last season, it was basically week 1 when we found out, but it's going to be a little bit sooner this time around. So we have a good feel for who it may be.
Yeah, last year we didn't really get a word from Keeler until like a week or so before that first game. Even that same week, he was kind of being a little, I guess shady isn't the word, but he was hiding it from his opponent. And then we saw,
there's nothing shady about that.
We saw Evan Simon walk out against UMass on that first day. But this one, I think, Keeler's first full year in the offseason from start to finish as a head coach, and going into his second year, he has the experience. There's no denying that, but now he's kind of understanding this Temple Tough and this culture and kind of what he's developed as his culture as the head coach, and that starts with the quarterbacks here. You think you could make this kick?
We've got an alumni here. Dante Atten is going to hold the kick. It's going to be from the 30-yard line, so a 40-yarder. 40-yarder.
Yeah, it'll be a 42-yarder.
Is it 12 yards in the end zone? Is it you add 12 to it? And that one gets maybe a foot, maybe 12 inches off the ground. Isn't the end zone 10?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm thinking from the snap. It's 17 from the snap.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a 40-yarder.
Spring game.
Hey, come on. You're all good, man. You're all good. No, I respect it.
My unk brain, according to Dan.
Now, we do have another set of eyes up here. and I'm going to ask Dan to just unmute his mic. He wanted me to mention something that he saw.
Producer talking in here.
I mean, we might as well. We got eyes. I can only look at where the ball's going.
Welcome in, Big Dan.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, really fun to be here. First of all, I want to apologize for both of the streams going out in the past.
That's Wi-Fi. That's Wi-Fi.
That stunk, but we got it up. I think everything should be good now.
You were working hard over there, man. We appreciate it.
My brain was imploding for a good minute there. But anyway,
I believe you. I've been there.
Back onto the field. I just want to say, and you did a Alice Sports package on this a couple weeks ago, Troy, and this O-line just looks terrific.
Yes.
Because
big O-line guy, by the way.
Big O-line guy.
Me too. I've got a clip of me with a little bit of some Oklahoma drills. So I'm a little bit of an Oklahoma guy. O-line guy myself. But Dan, he's been putting in the work for the draft show coming up soon.
But truly, I think, something needs to be said about, in this day of college football, being able to stay together as one unit. And, you can really tell between a lot of these guys that both quarterbacks have really felt protected. I think the run lanes have really opened up well, and you could just tell the communication's there. You could tell the seasoning's there between all of them, and I was really impressed with how they showed up against this D-line that, is on the newer side, but there's definitely a lot of intriguing prospects on that D-line that could, cause a lot of trouble. So I think the O-line in that first half really put up a tremendous job in front of both quarterbacks and all the whole running back committee that they have.
I love that analysis, Dan. Yeah, that offensive line, it's got 4 returning players who have been together for at least 2 years now, the youngest being left tackle in one Jacoby Hills. And it's been great. The offensive line had some huge leaps and bounds under Al Johnson. I was in a press conference with Al Johnson, and man, I could just sit and listen to him talk forever. He previously was a O-lineman for the Dallas Cowboys in the early 2000s. He is just a fantastic listen. His presser went on for about 20 minutes, and it was just awesome. And I got a lot of great information. And this offensive line been together for a while. They've got great chemistry, and it's going to be very, very awesome for these 2 quarterbacks coming into a new system to have a good offensive line and some good chemistry. So all that needs to happen is they just work into everything. So as we get down 4 minutes now, you are still on, Max. Your mic is not muted.
My mic was muted.
I heard someone talking.
I think it's because
it was muted.
Someone's mic wasn't muted.
I muted myself, but had to ask producer a question. We don't have a cough button here.
We should have a cough. I mean, this Roadcaster is almost as unk as Max.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Catching strays here. Got 3 minutes left until second half here.
And the stands over here, we got the Temple Diamond Marching Band over there in the stands in the left end zone. And I'm sure you guys on the broadcast can hear them. They're fantastic at every game. In the stands, there's a nice little crowd. Ton of people on the sidelines here. It's a great showing. And it's just been a great time right now. As Smolik warms up with Colin Chase in some shorts and a cutoff T-shirt of Johnny Smith.
Just chilling.
He's just hanging around.
He practiced on Thursday, but wasn't 100%. As he told Tyler Walker, wasn't running 100%, and Walker told him,
yes,
essentially just get out of my drill then.
Yeah, yeah. And so maybe that's right. I remember that. So it is. So we also talked about someone who's not in this game right now. It's Peter Clark. At practice the other day, we saw him with a black cast on his wrist. I'm sure it's just a minor injury, but Peter Clark back at Temple, and he's not playing at the moment, but he is going to be a huge piece for this Temple team. Such a great get.
Yeah.
To stay with Temple. I mean, that is someone you really need. He was just so amazing last year. My favorite is just him up the seam. It was just like a gorgeous play. It was made for him. He's fantastic blocking. We could talk about Peter Clark forever. He's fantastic. The guy out of London, the NFL Academy he came from. And he's been at Temple his whole career. He's entering his senior year.
Yeah, he's, in my opinion, going to get drafted next year unless something changes. But it's huge for the program. Huge for the program that he was able to stay, because I'm sure he was able to have offers from other programs in college football. Thank you.
You guys are sitting down. I mean, like I'm still real hype. Like there's.
Oh, I'm hype, but I'm happy to.
Should I say it? Should I make a joke or no?
No,
Dan can make a joke.
What? Uncle Max needing to sit down? Is that what you were thinking about, or?
Yeah, precisely.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to say it.
Well, no, I honestly, after the whole everything that we've had with the past couple of, say, past 15, 20 minutes of streams, I needed to sit down for a minute. That was a lot going on. But this game, this is an incredible atmosphere. Like, obviously better than last year because of weather, but just in the sense of there feels like you mentioned it when we first came in on one of the other broadcasts, but there's a real belief around this football team now, and you know the culture is really looking up. We've gotten a lot of generous donations from the donors, which has really helped out the program. And just in general, I think this team is really going up. And I really do expect a bowl game this year.
They're poised for some greatness right now, and especially with the American, the current stance of the American. A lot of coaching changes, a lot of quarterback changes, a lot of transfers out. We see it with college basketball. Now we're seeing it with college football. Those guys that are having success in the American are going out into those bigger Power 4 schools. Yeah, so, Max, I mean, like it's fantastic that Temple's able to retain and gain a lot in the portal.
Yeah, it seems kind of like you mentioned, kind of like a stepping ground for a lot of people, a lot of student athletes now in this day and age with NIL and the transfer portal and everything. But I think the way that these players and just the whole athletics staff and program have bought into what Casey Keeler has brought to this team has been fantastic. And at least in my 4 years here, I've never been more excited about a football team than this upcoming one this year. And obviously haven't been in a bowl game since 2019. So the same year that Temple was last in March Madness as well. So hoping for some success from these top two programs as we get ready to kick off the second half.
And it's the big man Jace Freeman out there on kick return. That's exciting to see. Said at Stony Brook he had a kick return touchdown, 94 yards against Monmouth. Just absolutely crazy because he's just so big, but he can move. It looks like Carl Harden may have missed the ball, or the wind hit the ball. I'm gonna chalk it up to the wind. The wind is crazy today. Maybe they're gonna have to bring another man out there to hold.
So hold it in a spring game at Egbert Olson Hall. Second time's a charm here for Harden.
It's windy up in North Philadelphia. And Jordan Miller also there, back to return. He's going to take the kick. He's trying to find a lane. He cuts. He gets through, and he's not called down, but they're going to eventually call. I mean, he's throwing up. He's pointing. I thought he was throwing up the Tyreek Hill peace sign, but he was just pointing at the man. That would have been great.
Yeah, he was taken down there. There was a little bit of a hole. It was a good setup and return there, but realistically, he's getting tackled there.
Yeah, I mean, it's dangerous to go full speed on a kickoff.
There's no point.
You just no.
It's a spring ball. This is more so a celebration, and let's actually excite the fans here.
It was Zyle Powell, the safety. He was in white, not cherry. Numbers are the same on offense and defense. You got some repeated numbers around, but it's Smolik back out here with the ones.
So Shepherd only getting one drive with the ones offense. Something to take note of. I'm curious as to why.
Smolik under in the shotgun. DeMonte Green with the motion, and it's going to be a handoff to Kevion Mason. Kevion Mason gets a nice jump, mixes off a player. He's spinning around after contact. He's going to get about 7 yards after contact. Call it a gain about 15. Those chains are going to move. Kevion Mason picking up where he left off last season.
Definitely, you always got to finish the tackle. It was Saber Kareem that was able to bring him down finally. The strong safety transfer from Illinois.
Smolik in the shotgun. Behind him is Mason. It's going to be a fake handoff. It's going to be Ryder Cush in the flat. He's tackled down, put down on his back.
Beautiful tackle there from the defense.
Colin Dinkins, another tackle on the day. He's a new transfer, Wexford, PA, the native of redshirt senior, standing at 6'2". He comes from Penn State, one of 4 Penn State transfers. 2 on defense, 2 on offense.
We'll get a chance to face their former team this upcoming season.
coveted game. It's going to be amazing. Demonte Green going to catch the ball about 4 yards downfield, and he's going to gain of about 12 there. Just a easy pitch and catch, run after the catch.
Almost took out our sports director down there.
Oh, no. Lillian was down there on the sideline?
She was. She's right. Probably got a good photo.
Oh, that was probably great. Maybe it'll go. No, it's going to go up on TTN. I was going to say maybe it'll go on WHIP. It's going on TTN.
We're all with WHIP right now.
Yeah. Ryder Cush in motion. He gets closer to the line, and it's Smolik who's going to hand off, and he's tackled, swallowed up. Jalen Joseph on the tackle.
Yeah, Tyree Alualu was also in there.
One of the returning linebackers for this team, Curly Ordonez, led the team in tackles. Eric Stewart, we talked about the grad student. Tyree Alualu, we saw his dad, former Lions player. And then we have Javont Brown, who was a transfer last season from Kentucky. So you got 4 solid players, with Reggie Jones getting more action. Willie Love from Monmouth coming in as a transfer. So you got a lot of depth at linebacker. That's a place that they rotated a lot last season. In the gun, Smolik. It's going to be a handoff. Mason's going to take it. He gets caught up. He gains about 1. And once again, Jalen Joseph showing off some fantastic rush, his fantastic run-stuffing ability, the man from Houston. And the offense is going to go quick.
Yeah.
Ryder Cush in the slot, Demonte Green, near side.
They don't even want me to talk about Jalen Joseph. Oh, they're giving me a second here. They're slowing things down a little. Jalen Joseph, transfer from Lafayette. My dad went to Lafayette, first of all.
Okay, there you go. Shout out.
Lafayette, a school that, Patriot League school, you don't hear a lot about their football program, except for kind of that Lehigh-Lafayette rivalry, but he was fantastic there last year. 7.5 sacks.
Joey Schaffler getting some cardio in motion, and it's going to be Smolik firing, caught Demonte Green. He is down about the 43-yard line.
Short of a first down, so it'll be fourth down now.
42. It's going to be 4th and about, what do you think, Max, about 4?
Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I'd say 3.
3, okay. I'm not good at math. That's why I call football games.
That wasn't a shot. I was just genuinely counting the yard lines.
No, it doesn't have to be a shot, but I can. I know. I'm not great at math. I used to be. Back in my day, Joey Schaffler is going to exit the field. Ryder Cush and him were both on the field doing that last play.
Yeah, I really like what we've seen here from Demonte Green here, kind of stepping into that role. We mentioned no Colin Chase, but he's kind of shown that he can be a capable receiver on this starting offense.
Smolik, Mason behind him. Ryder Cush tight to the line. It's going to be a handoff. Mason can't find a hole. He's tripped up. That is the big man from South Park, Pennsylvania, redshirt freshman Troy Cunningham.
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Smolik thought about keeping it, but it was swarmed no matter what. Ended up handing it over to Mason, and Mason tripped up short. So huge stop there from that Temple defense. And now we'll get to see Shepherd with a chance again here.
Kevin Terry once again at that offensive line. Still a nice crowd. I'm surprised there's not. Maybe I think there's just a lot of people on the sidelines.
Yeah,
we don't have the stands are fairly filled.
Yes.
So I mean, it's a very
definitely
nice
a lot
crowd.
of people on the sideline behind us that we are unable to see underneath us, along with the alumni up here.
Big Dan checking it out for us. There's a good amount of people down to the left.
Most definitely. And I know down low as well, like we're above the closed sideline, and down below there's also a good crowd. But to the left, there's a ton of people standing by the ropes. I know there's some people down towards the stands. It's a terrific showing. It's in beautiful weather, great team, much needed.
Why not come out here on a beautiful April Saturday? This is Johnny Shepherd now. Sorry,
in the backfield with him, Amir Morrow. Freshman, he is going to take the snap, and he's going to gain 1 before he's swallowed up. Gang tackle by the D-line. Not able to get much there. Not much of a push, but good job by the D-line closing things down.
Yeah, looking to go quick now, as we've seen throughout this whole cherry and white game from both sides of the offense. Getting the call from Tyler Walker and the sideline.
Russell Sykes in there for the stop. Reggie Jones out there at linebacker alongside Willie Love. Right to left is the running back. Johnny Shepard finds a man. Everett, he gets a first down. He's going to gain about 14 on this play. Everett.
Yeah, beautiful from a Johnny Shepard. Had to fire it in there quickly. A tight window, but was able to get it in there to Everett for the first down. The German.
One of the international athletes on Temple. 2 international tight ends. Three.
Ryder Cush is from Canada.
This is true. Yeah.
That is international.
That is indeed overseas. International. Yeah, my bad. You caught me. On the near side, it is Kennedy Uzoma, the big man. Johnny Shepard is going to hand off Amir Morrow. He's going to gain about 3 yards before he's shoved down.
Yeah, we haven't been able to see much push here from this second O-line here with Shepard in the game. Just kind of pushing it through the middle there for about 2 yards, if even.
Russell Sykes in on that stop once again, calling his name. You'd think that maybe there would be a little bit more of a hole when you have the rushing ability of Johnny Shepard, but you can't utilize the QB's rushing ability in a scrimmage like this, so that makes sense, Cone. And it's going to be a rusher up the middle. Amir Brown once again. A Johnny Shepard hit.
Yeah, there's that time.
Interesting.
It told me to eat my words. A little bit more space up there. Only ended up getting about 3, but it felt like there was a hole.
It was a great push.
Yeah, and definitely a Johnny Shepard, a little bit of a fake there, was able to draw a defender. Did get hit. He's all right, though.
Kennedy Uzoma down low on the near side, covered up by Isaiah Locks. Asa Locks, apologies. Going to the line is a Johnny Shepard. Shepard calling out the plays. So we have crazy, crazy wind.
No, I got my spotting board over my mic like I'm a coach.
Shepard is going to step up in the pocket, avoid a tackle, and he's going to be downed after a gain of about 3. It's going to be 4th and 2. Shepard had nothing open. Pocket
Casey
collapse.
Keeler's gone for the first down there.
Keeler's going to let it play. RJ Blunt coming in the game. Joey Schaffler coming into the game. Amir Morrow takes a seat.
I think that's a good call from Keeler. Johnny Shepard realistically is getting that first down if he's able to get tackled.
I said take a seat like I'm calling a basketball game. He's going to go stand over on the sideline. Johnny Shepard in the shotgun. To his right is RJ Blunt. Cone Logan, and it's a handoff. RJ Blunt pushes through his offensive lineman, gets him to the ground. Nothing on that one. Nothing doing.
This defense has been fantastic so far.
Brian Adderley on that tackle, the redshirt freshman.
Yeah, it's a mix of guys, but I feel like everybody is just the immediate funnel to the ball as soon as it gets handed off.
And a guy we haven't really talked about a whole lot, number 17 over on defense, the redshirt senior from Somerset, New Jersey, Jaden Gold. He was previously at UCF, transfer in for Temple, gonna fill in the safety room.
Yeah, Gold been around a lot. Was at Syracuse, was at Nebraska, and then went to UCF before coming here.
Baptiste in motion, right to left. Johnny Shepard is gonna fake the handoff, and he's gonna throw that one away. Everett covered up by his man. Nothing doing on that play.
Yeah.
And just like you said on that Smolik play a little while ago, a throwaway usually better than
a turnover.
A turnover.
Or a sack.
Always better than a turnover or a sack.
Rather than a long third down here. But, I mean, Shepard there was looking for Everett, right off that, but it was handled a lot better by this defense here.
Shepard in the shotgun. To his right, Amir Morrow. No, RJ Blunt to his right. And it's going to be a drop back. Johnny Shepard, pressure in his face, finds Joey Schaffler, and it's going to be a tackle, and the defense goes crazy, hyped up on the sideline. He's going to gain about 4 on the play, 5 yards. Not enough. It's going to be 4th down on the 45-yard line of the white team.
Keeler will call out Carl Harden. But Johnny Shepard there handled the blitz there better than I had seen him in practice and so far in this game. Saw the blitz coming from the middle, was able to roll right and find, who did he find? He found Schaffler, Yeah, a little bit short of the first down, but, you know, it's better to try to let your receiver make a play once you get him the ball, even if you throw it to him short of the first down.
Absolutely. It was a nice find. You can't be upset about that. You're out of the pocket. That was just the man nearest to you, so
no, but
we gotta like that. 3:05 on the clock.
How about this defense, though? I'm sure they talked when they were in at halftime about this offense is winning. I don't like this. Let's bring up the intensity. We talk about competition so much, and they've come out to play in this second half so far.
I'm sure Brian Smith had some words to say.
Definitely, and the leaders in that defense as well.
Dan
yes,
has
you
something
can talk.
to say.
Go ahead.
Not football related, but definitely a big news. Women's lacrosse picked up a senior day W as they find themselves right back in the playoff race. Now at 2-3 in the conference, they beat Vanderbilt 10-4.
Awesome. A little bit of main event on WHIP Sports YouTube going around Temple Sports.
That's big.
It is very big.
They needed a W.
They were ranked at one point this season and then went on a big drought. But up now, it's a Johnny Shepard. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. It's about 4th and 4.5. And Johnny Shepard to his left is R.J. Blunt. R.J. Blunt in his stance. Receiver, 3 receivers, a tight end. And Johnny Shepard finds his man, and it's through the hands of Cohen Logan. Nice pass in the middle of the field, but he can't gather it. The freshman from Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, that was tough, but I keep saying the same thing here, but I'm impressed with the way that Shepard handled the blitzes on that drive. That time, he knew the pressure was coming. He felt it. He stepped up in the pocket and didn't shy away from stepping up and making a throw across the middle of the field. And, granted, it was probably a little low, but it could have been caught into a tight window. No panic, stood up and fired the ball in there, even though it was incomplete.
Right. You like to see, still,
it's
those reps
the little
are good.
things that you're looking for in this spring game, right? You're not looking for, highlight plays time and time again. This spring game is for these guys to show what they've been working on all spring and what to expect come fall and come the regular season.
Going up against Smolik, it's number 31 for the defense, Bryson Goodwin. Last season, he was a receiver for the team, but Henry Baker was a big fan of how his hips moved, and in the press conference you and Dan went to, Max, he mentioned how the switch is coming for Bryson Goodwin, and he's out there covering Jace Freeman. Smolik with Hunter Smith behind him, takes a snap, fake handoff, looking downfield, rolls to his left. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to gain 10 yards. He's going to get that first down. A nice show of speed from the redshirt sophomore.
We saw some option plays earlier in the game so far, but Smolik there didn't like his options downfield, rolled out left, saw the space, and took advantage of his athleticism to go pick up that first down.
Jace Freeman on the near side, still covered by Goodwin. To the right of Smolik is Hunter Smith. Ryder Cush tight to the line. Bermudez in motion. It's going to be a handoff.